Breaking news, U.S. trade deficit skyrockets to $100 billion. Are Trump's tariffs collapsing the economy? In May, the U.S. good trade deficit spiked to $96.6 billion, thanks to exports dropping to $9.7 billion, while imports stayed sky high. Quarter one GDP contracted between 0.3 and 0.5%, with a record deficit of $450 billion. Contracting GDP is a warning sign that our economy is losing steam. If these trends persist or worsen, it could lead to a recession. Now, this is bad news for Trump and the American people, as his plan is going in the wrong direction. PolitiFact estimates that tariffs will increase household costs by $250 to $400 monthly. What do you think? Can we turn this around, or are Trump's tariffs setting us up for an economic collapse? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Zara Martins here. On today's episode, we'll be talking about the American trade market and how it is falling. Countries are no longer interested in shipping packages to the United States. We have gotten to such a crazy place right now in the United States. I think it is all really going to affect the economy of the United States, and it's indeed very scary. The tariff is crazy, same with the cost of living. I thought the whole idea was making America great again, but I really don't see that happening. Is Trump really making America great again? Well, you all let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you, like and follow for more.
Okay, major breaking news. Donald Trump has just single-handedly crashed the global stock market. So the US market literally just opened after the weekend of it being closed, and in the first few moments, all of the major indexes fell yet again, between 3 and 4%. That brings the S&P's three-day losses to around 13%. That's the biggest drop since the financial crisis of 2008. China's stock market, well, they suffered their worst single-day crash since 2008 as well. Hong Kong's stock market, they suffered their steepest single-day decline in nearly 3 decades. Taiwan had their biggest one-day drop in their history, flat out. Japan, they had to literally halt trading. Italy is down, Saudi is down, Germany is down, France, the UK, India, Australia, name a country, they are probably down. I mean, Russia, freaking Russia, they didn't even get hit with tariffs, yet they're down as well. And that's just Monday. So Donald Trump, seeing all the panic, all of the, it's a bloodbath out here, he said, do not panic. He said the United States has a chance to do something that should have been done decades ago. Be strong, courageous, and patient, and greatness will be the result. As things develop, and they will bloody develop, I'll keep you guys updated.
So you know how the Trump administration is holding all these press conferences, and they're like, we're winning, we're bombing ships, we're threatening to go into another country, we're winning so much. Oh, look, this one brown-skinned person has a horrible track record, we're winning. And then MAGA supporters are like, oh my God, all this winning. They're not winning. And they're pissed. So here's what Fox News doesn't want you to know. So companies in the United States are taking a huge hit. Let's just focus on BlackRock, okay? The big American finance giant. They just lost $17 billion. Why did they lose $17 billion? Because a giant Dutch pension fund withdrew their investment in BlackRock. Why? Why did they do that? Because BlackRock de-emphasized climate and social justice initiatives to cater to Trump's agenda. And then this pissed off the Trump administration. Morgan Stanley, another financial giant, just undertook a huge study. They pulled a shit ton of individual investors in U.S. companies, and 80% of them said that they want companies like BlackRock and any other companies they choose to invest in to have climate change initiatives. They believe climate change is real. They're upset at all these companies capitulating to this dumbass administration. They believe in climate change. 80% of them. So they're putting their own pressure on companies, withdrawing money, investing elsewhere in companies that have the balls to stand up to this administration. Trump their administration is not happy. And then here's a big one. Trump is so pissed off, he even posted about it. A Norway wealth fund worth $2 trillion just sold their stake in Caterpillar, U.S. equipment manufacturer Caterpillar. Yep. Just sold all of their shares. Why? Because Israel purchases Caterpillar equipment to undertake the big G word. Yeah, Norway divested in a bunch of Israel banks and investments as well for the same reason. This pissed off MAGA so much that Lindsey Graham just went on a tirade. We're going to put even more tariffs on you, Norway, and we're going to revoke, all of your visas to come here and everything like that. They are piss. Meanwhile, other investors are having this conversation across the board. Fox News is not letting you know about this. They have seen a titanic shift of other countries investing in American markets, meaning they're not. They're pulling out. They're not investing in American companies. The U.S. exceptionalism has been single-handedly destroyed by this administration. And other, especially dictator countries are more than happy to step in and fill the gap, and they are. And these investors, U.S. investors, are saying it's not going to return because European stocks, Hong Kong stocks, all these stocks are soaring, and they love it. And now everybody's buying in to other countries' investments, and they're completely bypassing the United States. And the final message that investors are passing around to each other is we have no one who's going to help us. We have to save ourselves. That's a lot of winning.
Financial markets today roiled by Donald Trump and the chaos he has unleashed on the American economy. The Dow is down more than 2%, around 900 points today, after Trump, in an interview on Fox News, refused to rule out a recession. Watch those comments.
Are you expecting a recession this year?
I hate to predict things like that. There is a period of transition because what we're doing is very big. We're bringing wealth back to America. That's a big thing. And there are always periods of, it takes a little time. It takes a little time. But I think it should be great for us. I think it should be great.
Should be great. Markets didn't think so, clearly disagreeing with that. Spooked by what Trump called there a, quote, period of transition. All major stock indices are now below the levels they were when Donald Trump was inaugurated. That may be one reason why in that Fox interview, Trump said this, quote, you can't really watch the stock market, end quote, a sudden about face from the kinds of things he said during his first term, when markets were his most favorite metric. Today's sell-off and investor concerns are focused around one thing, that Trump's policies, which often come with sudden and surprising reversals, is sending the economy into a recession. New York Times reports this, quote, President Trump inherited an economy that was, by most conventional measures, firing on all cylinders. Wages, consumer spending, corporate profits were rising, unemployment was low. The inflation rate, though higher than normal, was falling. Just weeks into Trump's term, the outlook is gloomier. The sudden deterioration in the outlook is striking, especially because it is almost entirely a result of Trump's policies and the resulting uncertainty. Tariffs and the inevitable retaliation from trading partners will increase prices and slow down growth. Federal jobs cuts will push up unemployment and could lead government employees and contractors to pull back on spending while they wait to learn their fate. Deportations could drive up costs for industries like...
About to get real. The NASDAQ futures are down over 4% right now. The Russell futures, get this, are down almost 5%. Dow's down 2.3%. And the S&P's down, 3.3%. Welcome to the stock market, baby. And Tesla stock's down 8% after the bell as of today. Amazon 6%, Google down another 3.5%, Palantir down 8%, McDonald's actually holding up very well. Shout out to Mickey D's. And Nvidia's down almost 6%. And I did put money in my portfolios today. I sprinkled some money. I bought a little bit of Nvidia, but I knew what was coming, guys. I held a good amount of dry powder in the portfolios because I figured this was going to happen. And, well, unfortunately, I was right. And here we are. Stocks are getting demolished. Demolished is putting it modestly, right? I mean, I can't even put a word to what we're seeing here and what could happen tomorrow. I mean, you guys have seen some bloody days in the markets.